Hey everybody, and welcome back to the finale of Max Payne 2, the playthrough I've almost exclusively used my action replay for, because I can't see shit in this game. So last time, Max found himself in a bit of a situation, and it's up to Mona to save him. Sorry, Mona to save him. And I thought this area was going to be a lot harder to navigate for me than it turned out to be. I will say that everything looks a lot clearer on your screen than it did for me playing this on my TV. My TV is not designed for PS1 or PS2 games or anything like that. You're fine if you go anywhere from PS3, Xbox 360 up, but anything before that gets blurry as shit. Don't know why I shot that, but we're not going to worry about that. Need to get through this little gap here. Unfortunately, jumping did not help there. Now it did. Now we can move forward. Oh yeah. As soon as I figure out where I'm going. Which will happen. I promise. Don't doubt me. I don't know why, but I felt like destroying these things. They're gonna explode. I felt like I'd rather have them explode when I'm controlling that rather than go down there and they explode. Not that it really matters considering I have infinite health. I tried to play this as best I could as if I didn't. But you can tell throughout several of these videos there are times I just didn't give a shit anymore. That would have caused me some damage, if not killed me. Again, I know I repeat myself, but this is far blurrier for me than what you guys are going to see. It did take me a while to figure out where I was going. A lot of that, of course, being cut. So I'm guessing this is the same funhouse we were walking through as Max earlier. I'm much more of a fan of something like this playing as Mona. Even if we fought dudes, I think it would have been fine. Because Max is legit out of commission. It's up to somebody else to go help him. And it's not even that Max needs to be out of commission necessarily, but not involved in the story. Come on, Mona, get up there. Thank you. A couple videos back where we played as Mona, we were just seeing her side of events that we played as Max already, which is fine. I don't mind that. But then they resolved a cliffhanger while we're playing as Mona, and Max is just sort of a sub-character in that segment in a game that's named after him, which just seems odd. And I finally figured out how to do the dodge roll, and that's the only time I'm going to use it. It's not at all going to be useful the rest of the game. Yeah, there's a rolly thing over there. We want to keep moving this way and get the fuck out of the way. One of a few times this game does that. Hey, it's Time by Pink Floyd! No? Well, at least it's not the shitty Godsmack cover. Actually, Godsmack does a surprisingly decent cover of that song, except they don't play the whole song. The entire end was cut off. The beginning as well, but I can forgive the beginning being cut off. Because it was mostly just an intro thing. But they cut off the end of the song, which actually has song to it. I mean, ideally you wouldn't cut off any of it. But the end was unforgivable. Damn you, Godsmack! How dare you! You shall be smacked down by the hand of God, or something. I don't really know. I assume that turned on the power to something that we need to do. Not really sure. Beer. I've got myself an ale. This may be the 5th I've been drinking over the last hour and a half or so. I have something I do want to follow up with on that topic, but can't, because of reasons I expressed in my Devil May Cry 5 playthrough. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we are going to continue to shamble on and hope for the best. Yeah, as bad as my experiences in some of these fiery buildings and games has been, I expected this to be a lot worse than it turned out to be.
Vlad had terminated Vinny's tragicomic existence with the push of a button.
Ouch. Poor guy. Poor bastard.
Mona's voice actress is amazing. A thing of legends. The actress that voices Jill in the original Resident Evil is jealous. There's actually some cool music there, and then it gets interrupted because I paused the game to save. You don't get much game music in this one, which is pretty strange. Actually, this sounds a little bit like something you'd hear on Tomb Raider. The classic Tomb Raider, not the newest trilogy, which are the only ones I've completed.
Max.
She found me where Vlad had left me, lying in a pool of
Max.
blood on her floor.
Max, come on. Time to wake up.
Death is inevitable. Our fear of it makes us play safe, blocks out emotion. It's a losing game. Without passion, you're already dead. It's all a matter of perspective, tied to time and place, love and friendship, life and death. Vlad had led me to Mona's apartment at gunpoint.
Just missed you at vodka and at Vinny's. Third time is the charm.
We can't get him up here. The head is too big to fit through the door.
Let Vinny stay in the funhouse. That's where he belongs. I'll get to him in a moment. Ironic, isn't it?
What is?
How you fell for the killer working for the man who got your family killed. Love is blind.
Everything is subjective. Choices, answers, good and evil.
Woden sent the Project Valhalla file to the DA to put a scare on him. Your family paid the price. Mona is like me, just in the opposite camp, killing the society members allied with me.
How funny is that?
I hate to do this, but you know how you are. You would never let it go.
Einstein was right. Time is relative to the observer. When you're looking down the barrel of a gun, time slows down. Your whole life flashes by, heartbreak and scars. Stay with it, and you can live a lifetime in that split second.
Besides, a gentleman always avenges the insults done to his lady. You did kill Winterson.
In the dream, I was an invisible ghost, hovering outside my body.
Detective Payne, boss is already here. He's waiting for you inside. Hope you haven't had your lunch yet. This one's bad.
A crime of passion. This one's yours, Payne. You're the only one who could solve it.
Bullet in the head.
The killer's looking for an answer, but he's looking for it in the wrong place. He should be looking for it in his own head. The suspect is ready for a lineup. You should hurry, Payne, or you'll miss him. Oh!
His heart broke. Damn it, we're losing him. Give him hope. 6 milligrams. Charge. Clear. Clear. Nothing. Go again. 300. 300. Charge. Clear. Clear. Nothing. Doctor. Again, once more. 350. Charge. Clear. Clear. Still nothing. Lost him. Time of death, 2:30 a.m.
Hope 6 milligrams. That's pretty funny, actually. I do really like the sense of humor this game has. Keep in mind as I get lost here that this game, like I said before, is far blurrier on the screen I was playing it on than what you're seeing.
NYPD, drop the gun.
What are you gonna do about it, pal? We're all guilty of something if you look hard enough.
Awesome. I love how it makes you take damage there. Amazing. If I wasn't using an action replay, I would be really pissed.
And we crossed.
I've been framed.
And why in the fuck does Vlad have a different accent once it's revealed that he's evil? It's not like he needs to change his accent because his motivations are revealed or anything like that. He can still be a Russian dude. And it's kind of interesting that they show their lack of knowledge of the Russian culture, that Vlad is naming a restaurant vodka. It's like it's the only Russian word they know. Assuming that's even Russian. I know it's associated with Russian, so it might be. I don't know. I'll freely admit my ignorance to the Russian culture, but I'm also not making a work of fiction pretending as if I know the Russian culture. Or any other culture for that matter. Because I really don't. Except Star Trek. I know that far better than the idiots in charge of it right now. So if you follow the way that I'm going, you'll be alright. It's kind of a maze. There was a brief jump cut in the middle of that doorway, but it was the same doorway. Other than that, if you take this route, you'll get where you're going.
That won't help a thing. The bullet in my head brought me to you. Max, come on. Time to wake up.
She was beautiful. I hated her for making me feel this way. Now that I was with her, I was reluctant to hear her answers.
You okay?
Vlad was headed to Woden's manor.
Don't be stupid. You're not in shape to go anywhere. You'll die.
I don't care.
This isn't your fight, Max. You can walk away. I'm asking you.
I didn't deserve to walk away. There are no happy endings. You're coming with me. It was too late. I couldn't trust her. Not before I had seen this through. Vlad was right. There are no choices. Nothing but a straight line. The illusion comes afterwards, when you ask why me and what if. When you look back, see the branches, like a pruned bonsai tree or a forked lightning. If you had done something differently, it wouldn't be you. It would be someone else looking back, asking a different set of questions.
Showtime.
I'll go down first. Cover me from here.
There! Alert! They're here!
Damn! Mona.
Oh, hell. So... Look at this playthrough. Look
Say
at this
again.
video. And this section.
Max, I'm going in.
Damn.
This is pretty much how I get through this. Mona's covering you, so you can pretty much let her do most of the work. Except I don't have the action replay for Resident Evil 5, unfortunately. I do really like that bullet camera view whenever you snipe somebody. That's cool. Take a seat, motherfucker! And I do really want to redo my Resident Evil 5. But those controls have not aged well. I did put the game in about 6 months ago. Did not age well at all. And I can't see shit in that game either.
Blow it up now!
So I'm gonna blow up something. I thought it was gonna create a path for us to get somewhere. No, it doesn't really do that. Somehow now we're locked in here though. Not really sure how that's a thing. Either that or I just didn't see the way out. Which is entirely possible. I do find that really strange that suddenly Vlad is talking with a different accent. I don't understand that one at all. You can't even say that he's differentiating himself between the character he is now and the character he was, because he was always the same character, it's just we didn't necessarily know his motivations. Trying to play the piano there, game's not letting me do it. Dick. Just wanted to have a little fun, play a little Moonlight Sonata. Can't even let me do that. Thanks, game. Thanks. What can we expect from a game that has enemies I can't see?
I'll climb down.
No, stay there. I'll take the first floor, you take the second.
Okay.
I'm not sure I can...
Incoming.
You'll hear me harp on that quite a bit probably this video, but I do understand, obviously, the developers of this game weren't considering visually impaired people when they made it. I understand that, and I don't really hold that against them. The only reason I'm playing this game is because I played the first game a few years ago, and I wanted to see the sequel. And I don't remember having this many problems with the first game. I probably did, but I don't remember it. No reason to use the sniper rifle here, I just did because. Fairly detailed model, though, for an enemy. All things considered. And Mona shoots the rest of these people.
We work our way deeper into the building. Look for Woden or Vlad.
All right.
Alert!
You know, I'm really tired of you people saying alert.
Take cover!
I assume these are all Vlad's people. Wouldn't Woden have some sort of security? I mean, I wouldn't think they would be this inept that they would be overrun by these people. Pretty sure if I wasn't cheating, I would have been dead there. And if not then, there's another point in this video where I get blown up by a grenade. That'll be fun. I guess if Woden had been the antagonist, then he'd be the one with the unstoppable army. Gotta love a video game cliche like that. Except by Max Payne, of course, who can defeat any army. So I've heard bad things about Max Payne 3. I don't know if that's a game I want to do or not. I know it's very different than this. I've played a very little bit of it. Probably about 5 years ago. 5 years ago this October. It did take me about 4 years to play this game. We are looking at a few years before I even consider Max Payne 3 anyways. Unless it's something people really want to see, then maybe I can move it up. Dude, I am the Terminator here. You got nothing. And I mean nothing on me. Why you gotta be talking all that trash? Got nothing to back it up. Who are you, Vinny? We already saw what happened to him. Did not work out so well for him. So I was starting to talk about the dream sequences that we get. And I could complain about them, except at least they are not...
Clay, dearest of all my friends, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so glad we are together in this.
Yes, sir. Woden and the Gold are in the panic room. All we need to do is get in.
There is no rush. It's not like they are going anywhere.
The explosives are in place, sir.
We are going to make a beautiful exit.
Woden's bodyguards had betrayed him and joined Vlad.
Yeah, no shit, Max. Figured that out. Actually, that answers the question I was asking earlier. Never mind. Some of that dialogue got cut off. I wasn't aware that there was extra dialogue if you stayed on that camera view for a little while longer. Sorry about that. But as I was saying about the dream sequences, at least we didn't get those stupid-ass platforming sections on those little tiny red lines that at least I could barely see. And if you go back and watch my Max Payne 1 playthrough, assuming you haven't seen it already, because why wouldn't you have? I artificially increased the brightness on those sections so that people could actually see them in case somebody was looking for a walkthrough and stumbled on my video, they could at least see how to do it. I would venture to say my red line platforming sections for Max Payne 1 are probably the best videos on YouTube out there for that. Because I did increase the brightness. So that it would be easy for people to see.
See you there.
That was annoying as shit. So at least the dream sequences in this game are not that bad. It's usually just walk a little bit. That last one we had, there was a little bit of a maze, but y'all didn't have to deal with the negative aspects of that one. I did because I had to edit it, but whatever.
Dead end. Damn it.
Here, let me. This way.
Mona knew the manor. She was working for Woden. Vlad had told me the truth.
Mona, wait. Stop.
This is love. When someone drags you from the wreckage when you have given in, ready to just lie there and die.
I told you not to come here. It's my job to clear up this mess, and you're a part of it. Throw away your guns.
This is love. When someone, no matter what the cost, shows you there is hope, a choice, that you can put down your gun.
See? I can't do it. You're a bastard, Max.
This is love. Love hurts.
I was so looking forward to you two killing each other. You can't have everything.
I had been here before. Ground Zero.
You are making me look incompetent by refusing to die.
Stop. I am sorry. Enough.
A bomb went off in my head. The bullet lodged in my brain moved a fatal, microscopic distance.
The killing has gone too far.
I have only begun. It's better to reign in hell than serve in heaven.
You flatter yourself.
Demented fool!
I felt the rise of that old familiar feeling. I hated it. I welcomed it. Everything was clear again. No more ambiguities, no more questions.
No gun when you need one.
One last thing left to do. I was compelled to give Vlad his gun back. One bullet at a time.
Oh yeah.
He's behind me!
The annoying thing about this section is we will run into Vlad a few times, and you can't actually damage him at all.
We can still kiss and make up, Max. It's good that the women are out of the way.
Take a seat. And he will be setting off bombs. There's a situation we're going to need to run to Woden's panic room here in a second. But I see no reason to not shoot those people first, because why not get the kill? I started firing guns there because my last attempt at doing this, there was a dude hiding in here. Apparently I got him this go around. And you don't actually have to close that door in order to be safe from the explosion, but it seems more realistic to do so. So I'm not sure why we actually encounter Vlad prior to when we can actually fight him. And even once we hit that point, you still can't shoot him or do any damage. I don't understand that decision making for this game. I know that you're not supposed to be able to shoot him during the final boss section, which we'll get to, and you'll see what you're supposed to do. But I've seen people glitch that section, and you still can't shoot him and do damage to him. It's really weird. You're not allowed to actually do damage to him until the script tells you you can. I don't like that design. If you're not meant to kill him, then don't put Max in a position where you can actually shoot at him. Clearly, this guy does not respect Woden's manner. This place is falling apart! Oh, hell. You will have random cuts like that that are not my fault, but reveal loading screens that I did not want y'all to see. That would be me being blown up by a grenade, I assume. Take a seat.
Why don't you just die?
So you'll see this here. This, I thought originally was Max having a hallucination, and it might be, but you still can't shoot or do anything to anybody here. It's so stupid. I don't know why you would make a game like this. They could just as easily have had us track him down to his mansion and have him talking over an intercom. You get the same effect without the break in realism. Not that there's a whole lot of realism in this game. One person could not take out this many people, but still.
You've reached the voicemail of Senator Alfred Woden. Please leave a message.
You have 3 new messages.
Woden, Max Payne. We need to have a talk. You ask me, you still owe me.
You have 2 new messages. Alfred, I told you this was a bad idea. I can understand your remorse, but this isn't helping Max. It's only making it worse. I'm not sure I can do this. I told you we had a history. Hell, I'm mad about this guy. I'm just not sure I can go through with this. You have 1 new message.
I'm coming to kill you, old man. You really know how to piss me off, you know. Would it have killed you to say thank you for once in your life? To say, Vlad, my son. Can I call you my son? Because I sure do love you like one. Vlad, my son, you are a true prodigy. Everything you touch turns to gold. Oh, wait. It is going to kill you. I'm done doing your dirty work for you. You should be proud. I have learned all you've taught me. I'm coming to show you.
I'm not sure why I could not shoot the phone there. That was very irritating to me. Let's go watch TV. It is really strange hearing the voices of people who have now died. Woden and Mona.
sources say that organized crime is to blame for the recent surge of violence throughout the city. Allegedly tied to the Valkyr scandal of 2001, these acts are thought to be part of the criminal underworld's vendetta against the New York City Police Department. Lieutenant Jim Bravura, who was leading the investigation, became a victim of a shooting earlier tonight. He remains in hospital care and is said to be in stable condition. The NYPD has been placed on full alert, and according to our source, the guilty will be, quote, found and brought to justice, unquote. For NYNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
So I guess Bravura really was shot at the start of this game, when Max was having his drug trip walking around in the hospital. Which was really strange because he starts talking about, hey, you did it, why did you do it? Which reminds me of Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime album, but that's something altogether different. It's a really strange take for the character if he's supposed to be this good-hearted police chief. That he would believe that Max would actually commit these type of crimes, considering he already witnessed Max being accused of shit that he didn't do. And I wasn't going to order food, but I am hungry for cheese enchiladas, so damn it, I'm going to order food. Random thought, I know, but I'm sharing. And on my way. This is the second place that you can see Vlad and be unable to shoot him. So just run over here to this door and get in here. There are dudes upstairs. You will have to shoot them. Again, Vlad will run around up there. And he can shoot at you, but again, you can't shoot him. I don't understand this decision making for the game. Why they decided that that was a good thing to have, I have no idea. Just have him talking over an intercom until we meet up with him. Sure, it's cliche, but at least it avoids these suspensions of reality. You just want to make for this thing so you can shoot all these people. You'll be fine. Especially if you're cheating, because it will put you in a vulnerable situation, so have full pain pills at this point in time. You'll need them. Why am I hearing a jungle sound effect there? Damn it, Max. Come on. Damn it, Max. Come on. Get up there.
Don't worry, Max. I haven't forgotten you.
You'll miss some of the smack talk that he will do during this, but my goal is just to show this more so than anything else. I used the sniper rifle. I did say that this game is more blurry for me than what you guys are seeing. There are 3 things you've got to shoot up here. They look like little latches, I guess.
Somebody's getting cranky. Did you miss your meal, Max? Here, have a chill-out burger.
He'll throw bombs at you, you've got to dodge them, but those bombs will start to destroy this platform that we're on. I don't know that they do that on this first segment, but at this point, after you've shot all 3 of those, they will. And I think there are 4 of these next things that we got to shoot. This was irritating for me because I could not see these things for the life of me. It took a lot of effort for me to remotely be able to tell the difference between what I needed to shoot and what I couldn't. At this point, this being the second successful run at this, I had a pretty good idea of what I was shooting at. At least better than it did before. And it was still kind of tough. And I'd already beaten the game at this point, but wanted a better run at this boss fight for the recording. And fortunately was able to pull that off. That doesn't usually happen. Usually I'm too lazy to do something like that. But this does save video length as well, which is good. Yeah, he does a lot of smack talk here. None of it serves a purpose. He's not really an interesting character anyways. But just be careful of that. I didn't show any of that off, but he will destroy these platforms you're standing on. And eventually you'll have nowhere to stand. and you'll die. Boom shakalaka!
You thought you got me there, Max, didn't you?
Well, I got the area protecting you, the plot armor you had.
That was... Max, dearest of all my friends, I was supposed to be the hero.
The past is a gaping hole. Your only chance is to turn around and face it. But it's like kissing the lips of your dead love. Darkness waiting in the hole of your mouth. We are willing to suffer, to die for the things we care about, for love, for the right choices. Because of her, I had solved the case, my case, all of it, who I am. It's gonna be all right.
God, I turned out to be such a damsel in distress.
She was dead. The bullet in her head had come to the end of its slow-motion journey.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
Go, go, go!
It is almost morning, waking up from the American dream.
Jesus! My God! What the hell went on in here?
They are all dead.
Now, like all my loves, she is mine forever. She has brought me here to this moment of clarity, where time slows down and I choose to look back, to see myself. And in that act of seeing, I am reborn.
Down here! This way! There! Easy.
Oh my God.
Got a live one here!
Detective Payne?
He's still alive! We need a medic in here now! He's still alive!
I had a dream of my wife. She was dead, but it was all right.
Awesome. And that's the end of this playthrough. Thank you very much for watching. And as we do at the end of all my playthroughs, victory sip. Well, this was an interesting game. Like I said earlier, I don't want to hold it too much against it that the developers didn't consider the visually impaired when making enemies so hard for me to see. The story was engaging enough. Voice acting was so-so. Mona's voice actress, in particular, wasn't very good. Everybody else was okay. I was fairly engaged in the story. It wasn't as good as the first game in terms of that. I do like that you could save anywhere. I wish that had been a thing in the first game, but that's also a thing I wish was in most games. And they even give you multiple save slots and don't make you pay for multiple save slots, unlike Konami, but that's something altogether different. I'm happy I did this game, and eventually I'll get to Max Payne 3. Thank you very much for watching, It's been an enjoyable playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I've got a couple ideas for what I want to do next. I've already started a couple of things. We'll see. Whatever I complete first will be what I'll start posting next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in whatever I do next.